Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Larry. Today I am in the Parliament Estate right here in Ibeju Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria. Viewers, I'm excited today because we are having our second batch of allocation right here in this particular estate. And smart investors, a small congratulations to my clients who will be having their allocation right here in this estate. They bought a 600 square meters in two places, and today we'll be giving them their allocation right here in the Parliament Phase 1. Smart investors, before we turn this camera to see the Parliament, also I'll be having an update on this particular estate for my first time viewers and my new subscribers. So smart investors, before we do all that, let me use the opportunity to reintroduce this project to my first time viewers and my new subscribers. Now, the Parliament Estate is located in Ibeju Lekki, just directly adjacent the Lekki Expressway. Smart investors, the good thing about this estate is the fact that we are not far from the Lekki proposed international airport. We are about 15 minutes drive to the airport, and this is making this estate one of the top selling estates in this axis. Also, smart investors, this estate has experienced a lot of development, and when I turn this camera, you'll be wowed to see how the Parliament is looking like. Smart investors, also we have residential plots, we also have commercial plots selling here. The residential plot is ranging from 300 square meters, 500 square meters, and a 600 square meters. While for the commercial plot, we have the 1000 square meters right here in the Parliament Estate. Also, smart investors, this estate comes with a genuine title, a C of O. Smart investors, the topography here is a dry land, so these are some of the reasons why investors are rushing this particular estate. Today we are having our second batch of allocation, and that should tell you that we've actually done our first batch of allocation, and today we're having the second batch of allocation. It shows that investors are rushing here. So if you're yet to buy your land, this is the best time to jump into this offer, because this estate is fast selling and it's also fast selling now. Sit tight, enjoy this video. I will see you after that. Welcome back, viewers. So this is the front view of Parliament. Okay, so like I said, today we had our second batch of allocation, and after the allocation I decided to stop by to give you a quick update on what is currently happening here. So for the external development, you can see that we are almost done beautifying this place, though there's a little bit of work to be done. Our water fountain axis is almost completed, left with painting. The trees are gradually coming up, while the carpet grass is also coming up. Okay, so don't forget the Lekki Expressway is just adjacent us, and the proposed international airport is not far from us, less than 15 minutes drive from this particular axis. Okay, so let's quickly go inside and see the major update. Now, the major update for today is inside this estate. My clients got allocated today, and congratulations to my clients and also for every investor who got allocated here. So this is the gatehouse, all looking lovely and beautiful. Okay, so let's go inside and see what's happening. When they are done with the beautification of this axis, this estate will be so lovely and beautiful. This is one estate that will stand out among every other estate here. So viewers, let's go inside and see the current update on site. So welcome to Parliament. Okay, let's start with the commercial section. We can see granites have been poured here for the road network. Okay, this is the internal view of the gatehouse. So currently we are still working on the drainage section here, and also I noticed that they've started covering some of the part of drainages that have been completed, and also the tip of the drainages. You can see they have the covering here. The last time I came, this was not here. Okay, so this is the commercial section, and they are still working on the drainage to extend it right further inside. So all this is part of the commercial, while we also have this part for commercial also. So currently the residential section is quite inside. Remember, we've started building project here, so this is one estate that when you buy, you're rest assured that development will come very fast. Now, I always mention that when a developer is having their building project, it's best to invest in such estate because it helps the estate to develop very fast. Okay, so all this commercial section, all this part, I will show you where the building project from this developer is meant to start. So once again, congratulations to everybody who keyed into this project. Also remember, we have plot selling here. The prices are listed on the screen right now, and also you can find that at the description section. Now, this is also the best time to get a plot right here. Now, one of the good reasons why you need to buy here is the fact that the lands are dry land. Also, we are not far from the proposed international airport, and also the fact that this developer is having a building project coming up here. Okay, now today we are having the second batch of allocation, and like I said, my clients got allocated here, so that should let you know that this estate is genuine. Now, this is the second batch, which means we did the first batch sometime, and yes, sometime early this year we did our first batch of allocation. Now the year is about to end and we had the second batch of allocation. Now, if you're here to buy a land here, don't you think this is the best time to start your payment, so that the third batch of allocation you will be part of those who will be allocated here? So all these are still commercial plots. Now, these palm trees will be taken down in future, so this is the best time to buy either the residential or commercial. Now remember, we still have commercial plots selling here. Our commercial is 1,000 square meters, and imagine how big this estate is, and you have a business right in this estate. And don't forget, the international airport is not far from us, so this is one place you need to come and own a plot. So viewers, the title here is C of O, which gives you peace of mind when you buy into this estate. Now we are almost getting to the building project for this estate. Okay, I will also show you where we did our first batch of allocation, and also show you where the second batch of allocation happened today, and also I'll be taking you to the building project in just less than 2 minutes from here, walkable distance. I'll be walking down to the building project to show that first before we move to where we did our location. Okay, so currently we've also started filling up the road areas. Okay, let me show you that before we talk about the building. This is the building, so let me just show you that the road network rather has started being filled up. So this is the road network, and you can see we started filling it up. So this is the road network, you can see. So I'm filling the road. So what's left here is to start interlocking the road. So this is also a very big, strong construction. Now let me also show you something. Now you see this drainage, it is connected from this left hand side to the right hand side from this. You see, so all the water coming here will flow down to this drainage, and it continues down to the exit. Now this should make you understand that this developer planned this estate properly. So one of the benefits of what they just did is the fact that there will be no flooding right in this estate. Okay, so this is the building project. Starts from here. There will be more building projects there, though they've not started there, but there are terraces currently going on here. We're having terraces here, we're having bungalows, we're having duplexes. So the building project starts from here, while residential starts from somewhere there. Now this is the building project, and you can see the foundation has started. So one thing you should understand about their building project, and everybody who is going to have their building here, your topography is going to start from here. Okay, now this will help your building and also your compound to be free from flooding, because any water that falls right here will flow down to the drainage section. Now your compound will also be sand filled up to this level. Now if your foundation starts here, it actually means your compound will be sand filled to that level. So, and when your compound is sand filled to that level, it means that you are higher than the road drainage, so that any rain that falls in your compound will flow out to the drainage, which will help your compound to be free from flooding. So all this part straight down to the extreme end of this block will be where the building project will be happening. You can see blocks and also building materials on site. So work is currently going on here, and this is one of the main reasons why I advise investors to buy in such estates. Okay, we have commercial, we have the developers building project, then the residential starts from somewhere there, which we'll be going to see right now. So viewers, with all this being said, don't you think you need to own a plot here? Don't you think this is the best time to buy your property right here in the Parliament? Remember, this year is about to end, and is this not the best time to gift yourself that perfect gift that will appreciate in the future? You know, this is the time people send gifts to their loved ones, people gift to themselves. This is also the best time to come and buy your plot, so that you'll be part of the investors who will be owning a piece of gold right here in Parliament. Now, I called here piece of gold because right in this estate, the current price is less than what the future holds. Now, in few months to come, by next year, in fact, before the second quarter of next year, trust me, residential lands here will be sold for close to 100 million. Now, the commercial is actually over 100 million, but before this year runs out, the residential will hit 100 million. Now, smart investors, also I want you to know that you need to key into this estate and be part of those who will secure a land right here. Okay, so viewers, so those terraces we saw will be extended. You can see some of the foundation is here. We'll extend down to, this is where the allocation started. Not here, this is a building project. The developer will be building here, developer will be building here, we're building there. Then residential starts from here, goes inside, goes further inside. This is a very big estate, and this is one place you need to come and own the land. Now, we did the ceremony somewhere there where those canopy are. Then we started allocation here in front there. I need to go down to show you some of the beacons, okay, because all here is a building project, so nothing will be happening here. Just the developer will be having their building project here, and all here. So if you have been to this estate sometime early this year, you will notice that this developer did a wonderful work, okay, by putting up this development right here. Okay, so I will not go further inside much. I just want to stand somewhere to zoom in and show you some beacons, because we are close to the residential axis of this estate. Let me drop my water here so that I can have a perfect zoom. Okay, so before we go in, let me just give you a glimpse of the depth of this drainage. Now, you can see how deep this drainage is. And this is both on the left and on the right hand side. So we're yet to complete the drainage here. Right there we've actually covered, we're yet to complete here. So this drainage is a standard size, and it will accommodate the residents. You know, one thing that makes some estates have flooding in Lagos is the fact that in some of their estates, their drainage system is very poor. Some of them, their drainage is already blocked. But with the size and depth of this drainage, and also remember we're covering the drainage, so it will be hard for dirt to find its way into the drainage. And even if that happens, the depth is also big enough, and because it's an estate, we'll be having regular cleaning here. So let's just quickly go inside. This is still the developer's building project. Let's quickly go inside and see the allocation where it started. Okay, I won't go further inside like I mentioned. I just want to show you where the allocation started for today. Now, this is where the allocation started. Funny enough, this is my client's plot. My client got the first plot from the residential section on this residential part. Now, this is called Block S, and my client bought two plots of 600 square meters, and this is the corner plot. Starts from here and extend inside. We also have, if you look closely, you see more beacons here. You can see them. More beacons here. You can see. So further inside, there are more beacons. Unfortunately, okay, you can see some here. So unfortunately, because of the bush, you can't see some. But we've done 2 batches of allocation, which means we've actually done quite a number of allocations here. So smart investors, this is one reason why you need to buy into this estate. The fact that investors are getting a lot allocated. I know some of you have been beaten in the time past. Some of you have gotten lands in some estates, and you've not gotten allocation up to today. It's so sad, but developers like this is a genuine developer, and one of the things that makes you know that they are genuine is the fact that your lands are being allocated to you. Okay, once you complete a payment, you'll be moved to site and you'll be allocated. So the residential land starts from here, extend further inside until the back of that axis. Now all this place will be the building project from the developer, and the residential starts there. So this estate is well planned and well structured. So the commercial starts before the building project from the developer, before this section where others can buy and build. Now, one of the questions most prospects have been asking me when they come is, Larry, when we buy lands here, are we mandated to build same prototype with the developer? Now the answer is no, you are not, and that is the main reason why the developer allocated people from this axis. Now, from the beginning of estate, is a commercial part of an estate must start from the beginning. So that is the main reason why commercial is there. Now, for the building project to start after the commercial is for the estate to have a uniform view when you enter. And that is because the developer is the one building. And because the developer is building, they have to work with one prototype. And that's the main reason why the beginning of the estate is meant for them to have their building project. Why from this part to inside of the estate is where they sold land. And why they did that is from here now you can have different varieties of building structures and building designs. Nobody is restricting you. All you have to do is after buying your land, you go to Lagos State government and get your building approval. You are free to move to site and start building whatsoever you wish. So nobody is restricting you. So that is the main reason why we allocated from this axis. Okay, so viewers, that being said, let me also use the opportunity to say you don't need to miss out on that. This is the best time to come and buy either a residential plot or the commercial plot currently selling here. So smart investors, this is the best time to jump into this offer now that we have lands selling here in the parliament. Okay, I can see that work is actually going on in front. I can see their molding block there. Let me just zoom in and see. So even with their location, we still have workers on site. So they're actually molding blocks for the building over there. Let me zoom in from here. You can see that. You can see a worker there molding blocks. So smart investors, work is currently going on here, and this is one of the best times to buy a land right here in the parliament. And you saw the topography of this land, solid and beautiful. Okay, this is the topography, so sweet. You can see, so sweet. So this is the best time to hurry up and get yourself either the 300 square meters, the 500 square meters, or the 600 square meters right here. Smart investors, don't let this opportunity slip off your hand. This is the best time to jump into this project. This is a wonderful estate that will stand out. In fact, the gatehouse alone speaks a lot about this estate. The luxury, the prestige starts from the beginning of this estate. Now, smart investors, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Welcome back, viewers. This was the end of the video update, and I believe you enjoyed what you saw right here in the parliament. Smart investors, remember, we have residential land selling here and we have commercial land selling right in this estate, so don't let this opportunity pass you by. My name is Larry. My numbers are right on the screen. I'll be expected to hear from you. Thank you and bye.